Congratulations, Ian, for being admitted to the first ever accomplished program at UMassD. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah, so my name is Ian Gifford. Currently a senior in physics, president of our Society of Physics Students, local chapter we have here. I transferred from community college. I spent about 4 years there. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Basically what happened was I took a bunch of general ed classes, got my associates, and then what happened was I took a pre-calc class. I was never interested in math at all. Like, I was a horrible math student through high school. I took a pre-calc class with Professor Mavrikides, phenomenal professor. Totally opened the door to potentially being a part of like any kind of STEM major. At that moment, I had to decide what I wanted to do. I probably spent it was already like 3 years just kind of floating around different classes and different ideas. And so at that point, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go for physics and we'll see how it goes. So after pre-cal was finished, I enrolled in like a physics transfer program, basically mass transfer from PCC to UMass. And I took a physics class with another phenomenal professor, Professor Zach Wilson. The guy was amazing. He really made physics like totally accessible. He was always there for us whenever we needed questions. Just it's like the common denominator is I've had these great professors that have been able to show me that this stuff is totally possible. And from there, now I'm at UMass, and I've been applying all sorts of stuff, trying to broaden my horizons more. Like right now, I'm yeah.
Could you talk about your financial situation and what type of impact that might have had on you education-wise?
Oh yeah. So especially at PCC, what I ended up doing was I worked part-time at a restaurant for 20 hours a week, and I was able to pay off tuition there because I'm 24. I'm an independent. I'm eligible for the Mass Pell, the Pell Grant because I have no income. I get funded through grants. This accomplished scholarship has been able to alleviate any loans this year for me. And then by loans, I mean financial aid, subsidized and unsubsidized. So the burden that this scholarship has taken off my shoulders is really, really awesome. It's really opened a lot of opportunities because now I don't have to think about how much loans I'm taking out this semester. Now I can just focus strictly on schoolwork, and I don't have to think about getting a part-time job because I get funded through our research grants. So it's great. I get to spend all my time here trying to work and make a better student and a better professional person out of myself.
That's great.
Yeah.
I hope you take the best advantage of the newly found time and energy.
Oh, I sure will.
A key component of the program is going through computing modules in some STEM classes.
Yep.
Could you talk more about how you would engage yourself in those arenas and how those may benefit your education here at UMassD?
Sure can. So I actually reached out to Dr. Wong. He's the department chair for the physics. I'm in his quantum mechanics 2 class. Reached out to him, and when you first mentioned about doing a computing module, that was like the first thing that came to mind. Because I don't have any classes with Dr. Fisher this semester. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to do a project with Dr. Wong, and now we can work on something. And I've already discussed with him about modeling hydrogen atom or helium atom through computation. The details of which we still have to work out because we just started talking about it a couple of days ago. But that's the goal, and that's going to really supplement this class because we're already talking about three-dimensional representation of the hydrogen atom. So being able to model that will really supplement what we're learning in the class.
What kind of benefit do you see on your future career?
A big benefit, mostly because a lot of physics right now is computational research, and a lot of jobs that require research require some level of computational competency. So the more exposure I get to have with computational research, the better of a candidate I am when I go to apply to these jobs, or even a grad school. Grad school they look for physics specifically. They look for what you've done with research, and if you're a strong programmer, then that makes you an excellent candidate. And if you publish strong papers that correlate to your strong programming skills, then chances are you'll be able to apply to really good schools and get in.
All right, terrific.
Thank you.
Congratulations again, Ian, and welcome to the accomplished program. And we are looking forward to seeing your continued success
Me
at
too.
UMassD.
Thank you. Thanks for everything.